Hey, welcome back to another episode of Flavor and Fiction. If this is your first time tuning in, Flavor and Fiction is a segment where I read a book from my 2024 reading challenge. I give you a short review and I make a recipe related to the book so you get your flavor and your fiction. It's been a minute, I know. I haven't posted anything in a while, but this is such a busy time of year. But I'm back. I'm hoping to get a couple of more episodes in. So here we go. So this time the category was a TBR Jar Pick. And I chose Leave Me by Gayle Forman. And there was a lot of food mentioned in this book, but I chose as an ingredient Greek yogurt. And I ended up making these Greek yogurt blueberry muffins. I made them while I was visiting my parents because my dad loves blueberries, so I decided to make them down there. And you'll get to see a video of me making them at the end. Normally I show a taste test, but there was too much going on, so I didn't get to show you my taste test, but I'll give you my review of the muffins at the end. But first, let's get into the book. This book focuses on a 44-year-old woman who has toddler twins. She's married, she has a job, she has a lot of responsibilities and stresses in her life, and she's not quite happy with how things are going, but she's trudging on, as a lot of people do, a lot of women, a lot of mothers do. And one day she has a heart attack. And, you know, everyone, the doctors and everyone, they're all telling her, you need to slow down, you need to take better care of yourself. And it was like a wake-up call. But when she gets released from the hospital and she's back to her life, the people around her are not as supportive as she wants them to be. They expect her to jump back into responsibilities with work, with family, with everything. And she's had it. She starts to have a panic attack. She thinks she's having another heart attack. And she finally decides, if I don't get away, I'm going to die. If I don't have time to heal properly, I'm going to die. So she does what a lot of people dream of doing, and she just runs away from it all. She takes some money out the account, she packs a bag, and she drives to a different state, and she just finds a random place to be. After a few weeks of just focusing on her healing, she starts to worry about what her life is when she gets back and how things will come together. Does she have to pick up where she left off? How should things be different? She ends up making a circle of friends in her new location who, they don't know everything she's going through. She keeps that kind of close to the vest, but through their own ways, they help heal her as well. They give her a new view of the world. And you start to question throughout the book, is she going to go back to her old life, or is she going to make a new life here? Like, you really don't know for a while. And I'm not going to give spoilers, but I will just say that I found this to be very relatable. And I think most people can, because we've all had the dream of running away from it all and starting over. So it was just surreal to read about someone and how it went down. I would say that the themes of this book are mostly self-care, love, family, feelings of guilt, friendship, all the things that everyone can relate to in some way or another. So I did the audio book for this, and I listened to it like while I was driving, and I really got engrossed in it. I really recommend this book. So if you're looking for kind of like a feel-good, halfway tearjerker, halfway feel-good book for this season, I think it's great for this season, like the cozy season. I recommend this book. So now I'm going to show you how I made these Greek yogurt blueberry muffins.
You want to start with your flour, then add in your baking powder, your baking soda, some sugar, and salt, and then mix your dry ingredients. Then you want to start a bowl with your eggs, the oil, add in your Greek yogurt and the milk, and then mix your wet ingredients. Then combine the two before folding in the blueberries. And then just put them into your cupcake tins, and it'll look like this going into the oven, and it'll look like this coming out. Good.
So even though I don't have a taste test on camera, I'm going to tell you what my dad said. I asked him how they were, because these are made, as you saw, with oil instead of butter. And my dad tasted one. I said, oh, how are they? And he was like, they taste healthy. Now, that's not what you want to hear about baked goods, but I understand where he was coming from. And my sister's kids, because she has twins, one liked it, one didn't. So mixed reviews. So not really and I tasted it too, and it has the texture of like a soda bread. But the flavor was really good. It's not what you normally expect when you bite into a muffin, but these are good and they're a healthy alternative. So I'm going to put a link to the book and to the recipe below if you want to check either out. And thanks for joining me for another episode. I'll see you next time. Happy reading and happy eating.